Okay. Appears to be live. Therefore, good evening. So, if I remember correctly, hints here was the last thing I did last time. Which means I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 missions in. So this is what, 15, 16 missions? Not that many compared to the previous ones, but a few more mechanics here and there. So, next, Sirius. Ada status. Awaiting input. Mother needs family whole. Praise be the founders. Um, okay, friend. Our efforts have so far failed. But fear not, the others have led you astray. Listen to them no more. A great flood of negativity surrounds us on this world. It has been brought here by a dialogue with its creator. The TERP has been added to your construction menu. Use it and show the others our peaceful intents. Go in peace, traveler. So, okay, Sidoi, things are getting serious. Not sure if I will ever get home. TERP technology received. Utilize defensive technology for offense. Secure high ground for superior tactical advantage. Mission priority nullification. All other priorities suspended. Thanks, Serge. How about I do a little of both? Harmony among brothers is required. Otherwise the family withers. Mother can create harmony. Must correct mother. Praise be the founders. Yes, fixing Ada, that sounds like a priority. So, Terp. Um, it is known from an earlier... Holy shit, I didn't realize this map was so big. It's the thing that allows you to terraform. You may remember it from the previous Creeper Worlds. But it's not really all that special compared to those. Only difference is that because this is a 3D, the smallest brush size actually does not allow you to put anything on it. Because the smallest brush size is basically just an edge. Here. And here. So, in this mission we do not have a single emitter. However, we have a bunch of this weird blue ground. And this blue ground basically just, if there's creeper on it, it will multiply that creeper. Here, turn on the breeds creeper. When covered with creeper, it will spawn more creeper. And here, the turp can raise your area, such as this. Put a turp nearby, then select the terraform button and paint the area. One problem with the turp is that costs a shit ton of energy. And that can be quite a problem, especially on missions where you do not start with all that much. In this case, we have this area here for a total of 400 extra energy that we can use. And I will complete my setup here. And then push the unpause button. This creep will start flooding me rapidly. Which is why I took my time to set up. And since I enjoy the additional energy here on the side, I have a bit extra time to set up, or rather to start faster with multiple towers everywhere. Then, the Terp. Problem with the Terp is it eats a lot of energy. Positive point is, you can use it from the beginning. You can set down the terraform things before starting, and usability has been increased a bit. Okay. Excellent work, citizen. Now choose a terrain height and a menu at the bottom of your display. Then paint the terrain with the area to terraform. Hold down shift when painting to raise. If you want the terraforming to go faster, move more troops into range. Go in peace, traveler. So yeah. Otherwise, terraforming works exactly the same as in the previous games. This is again a anti-creep generator. And the maximum height you can go to is heavily increased. Otherwise, you need about a thickness of 3, or brush size of 3, to get the best results so you can directly build something on it. And then we're gonna need pylons to put up weapons up here. And there come the first waves. Now, there is one issue, and that is the spore launcher in the hinterland. Because that spore launcher, I cannot reach the necessary ARG to build the missile launchers that I would require to take it down immediately. Okay. Terps seem to be working good. One issue that the Terps have is they cannot terraform anything that has under creep. If it's under creep, you cannot reach it anymore. Oh wait, I want the towers. It's gonna fire soon. And I wanna have my guns ready to intercept if possible. So then terraform this height, set it up here. Now this area is mostly under creep at the moment, so it cannot be terraformed right now. But as soon as I am able to destroy the creep there, it should work out. So I want to move you here, and you as you're basically done here. You are done as well, so you will move here. Okay, the pylon is dead. Creeper flows downwards, so I can just replace it. And now I basically just need to have a few guns ready to intercept if necessary. I thought this would happen. Not perfect, but it'll have to do. As you can see, this part is below creeper, so the trap can no longer reach it. You go for nearest first, please. Now I basically just have to wait until the walls here are fixed. And then as soon as that is the case, I'm just gonna put all of you on nearest first. As soon as that is the case, the issue with the walls is next. I should be able to put it on 4 times. So you fire here. Both of them, in fact. You guys and you guys all move over here. Then I want a tower here and one there. And then build mines here as well. So, F2, put the mortars up here. Ah, one of the pylons fell, okay. So nothing back here is energy. How the fuck does this gun shoot up there? Okay, that should be fine. Now, with enough miners, I can put the towers this way. The Terps... Did I lose one? No, there are 4 here. Okay. You get the new assignment of Group 3, and you move over here. First thing I need to do is take out this Redonor so I can nullify effectively this launcher. And it shoots directly into the mines. Okay. Fortunately, guns cannot shoot that low. As soon as a simple wall is placed, I can put them in the creeper and have them do their thing. I will put one of you over here to build the wall there. And then put like 4 of you on Bluite. Build myself a factory. There's this one little hole that some creeper got in, and because of that I cannot terraform there. That sometimes happens. It's quite annoying most of the time. I thought I had a gun there. Not quite in range, it appears. So you are Group 1. You will go here and put out the creep there with your limited ammunition, while you guys come closer. Anti-creep has started to work. You move here. I will terraform this area. The same as the other area. Where are you firing? Over here. And over there on the mines. But the mines are in anti-creep, so they're not that endangered. Pull the guns out. Build replacement guns. The guns basically just serve to make sure there's a bit of free space for the terraformers to work. can actually build a tower on that. Interesting. There's a gun back here. And this is below anti-creep, so not a problem. And apparently I need more factories on Blueite. How much anti-creep do you use? A lot. On the other hand, it works basically unlimited. So it can be quite helpful. So, I should now be able to build a pylon down here. With that pylon, I can harvest this Redon to then build myself a few missile launchers, but 2 should be enough. And since they're close enough to the spore launcher itself, they will shoot down anything it puts out. And with enough walls, I can also put like just a row of mortars here as well. What exploded? Mortars in there. So there's apparently still a small hole that wasn't plugged yet. But that should be fixed by now. I have to activate totems. I have to nullify enemies, which is only this guy, and I have to reclaim. So one tactic that I find works relatively well is just put a bunch of walls directly in front of the creeper generating floor. But I also find that tactic a bit boring in most cases. So instead I'll be making a wall of guns. And if you remove creeper from the floor, it will stop creating new creeper. And yeah, they work exactly as I intended. On this part, I'll start with the greener refinery. Yep. Need a gun there, apparently. Now we just slink forward. Group 2. You were 2. And you are 1. Okay, apparently I learned that the hotkey, the grouping system from the last games does not work here anymore. I've got enough anti-creep now that I can maybe build a sprayer here. Unfortunately, every single one of the pylons, since the creep is coming from all sides, every single one of the pylons I place has to be protected on all 4 sides. Otherwise, they will just die. You guys, I can move up here. And now, as you can see, as there is no more creeper on these fields right now, it doesn't produce anymore. Now nullify this thing. You guys move here. I want to start in one of the corners with nullifying the outer parts. And of course, the less creeper there is, the less energy I need. Okay, the objective 1 is obtained. Nullify enemies. We will continue with the next one. You guys will come over here. Join the other guys. Greener cannot yet be gathered, but I'm not trying to activate the totems at the moment anyway. So that's not that much of an issue. Okay, you are in range of the pylon, good. This is a good position to hold because it's a bit uphill, as well as here. So I'm gonna make sure that some towers I still need to protect you on all 4 sides. But you guys will come over here. Make sure that this pylon survives. If you have enough energy to do so, in fact. Build a redundancy pylon, which won't be all that necessary, I think. Okay, now I want these to come over here. I want to clear this corner. Okay, this is the furthest away I can build. This pylon is now completely protected from all sides, so I can move his honor guard away. And now I can start expanding the area I am in control of. And these waves are not the issue because they'll just peter out. Only the blue area at the edge is an issue. these two here. These two over here. Need to replace that pylon. My guns run out of energy. This is always a bad point to be in. Okay, let's hope that the energy comes over there fast enough. I did not lose everything, so that's good enough. You can come with me. You two will clear out here and put another shortcut pylon in. Okay, you go back, gather up energy. Wait for... I've placed these outside of range. Unfortunate. I can put the mortars on top of the wall. And now you are loaded up and ready to go. The weak part of this kind of ground is that the less creep there is, the less the creep there will be, contrary to emitters that just produce regardless of current or future creep. At least in the base game. Okay, put you back, put you back. You are... This is the last position that can be reloaded from that pylon. Okay, put the next one here. Put the guns in range. And a pylon died. Well, apparently I need more guns. Again. I don't need the guns in here anymore, as the spore launcher is done. So I'm gonna bring you along for the ride. The main problem is that the path the energy has to take is way too long. So I'm gonna cut a bit of a way through here. And then place a few shortcut pylons. These of course have to be protected again, as they are not conveniently next to nothing and other fortified pylons. So this is done, in which case... Double click is hard to do apparently. You guys can come over here and help with that wave. Okay, as that is done, get me a few new backup guns, and then have these guys move forward. Okay, with the shorter part, the pylon is built faster and can reload the guns faster, so the pylons don't just die while being built. Because the guns run out of ammo. Okay, good. This one, until now, took a lot longer than I anticipated. Okay, there is still a bit of creep back there, here, which you now, just now removed for me. Wonderful. Am I producing liftic already? No, I am not. Gonna need a few guns down there as well, it seems. Technically, liftic production is not an issue at all if you cleanse the entire planet from creeper. But I'd rather have it earlier. Because the totems, once activated, stay activated. And will never let you down. Or run around. Or hurt you. Okay. This is done. Move all of you over here. As well as you. Quite a bit of a front there. Okay, the parts needed wall over here, thanks to my overindulgence in mortars, has been kept clean relatively well. There's a bit of creeper there, I believe, yeah. Need to get rid of that before I advance. Gonna take care of the creep down there while I'm at it. Then all of you, next station. Okay, piling up. So this is probably the shortest way that I ever had the energy go, since it's basically next to my command center. pylon there. To activate the totem. Then you guys will take out this place. Well, okay, now here's an issue. If ever any creep escapes the containment, it will reinfest the other floor. And now Reclaim is nearly done. Okay, Reclaim is done, Totems are done, Nullifying is done. Wonderful. Terp will be useful in quite a few missions. Especially later on. Okay, more and more. Complexity of each of these wounds is astounding. Each filled with more and more abandoned technology. What could it mean? Ada status. Awaiting input. Mother must return. More modules necessary. Acquire. Praise be the founders. Earn technology identified. Entangled rift nodes provide upgrades. Add to units for superior tactical advantages. Excavate buried urns with Terp technology. Mission priority nullification. All other priorities suspended. Okay. The urn Sarge was talking about. I should select the weapon and click on the urn button in the command menu. Why those things have that button, he does not explain. But yeah, those are urn. They are wonderfully funny little cubes that just lay around and basically do nothing. And if you collect them, they function like the power nodes in Creeper World 1. So they moved away again from the basically limitless just research, basically, back to singular power modules for towers or a type of research station as well, but more limited than in Creeper World 2 and 3. If they have this little percentage above them, that means they're underground, as also visible with the arrow, and have to be dug up by terps. This here is a bunch of creep, but it does not have an emitter. And yeah, something tells me this retrieving this info cache should be a priority. And he's not lying about that. So this is limited amount, so a few guns should be okay. And then have guns over here as well as over here. Otherwise you do not need to claim the urns, they're just around. And if ever you click on the button to request an urn, which looks like this here, urn want or the urn none. If you put urn want, the next urn will walk up to you. This is how you see a tower has an urn in it, and it massively increases the range and attack rate. So I'm gonna put a target want urn here. And I'm gonna need a gun here and maybe there as well. Though I should be able to just claim this area here and keep it safe with guns then. Okay, put that up. Then get me the terp to retrieve this one, and later on this and these two. If I'm not mistaken, generally you have about 6 to maybe 7 of those urns around in most missions. Okay, set to 2. You move over here, you two move over here to hold this area. And then I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna put you up here. Okay. The spores have started blinking. Put me some missiles in. Urns also work for missiles and for terps. They basically work on anything. Except towers and they work for pylons. Huh, I didn't even know that. I guess they increased the connection range. But yeah, as you can see, pretty stupid. Okay. The spores are launching. I do not yet have ARN, so I'm gonna put guns back here. In hopes they are built fast enough. Let me slow down a bit. Yeah. Riftlip can take quite a beating, but the noise is annoying. Okay. Now take all of this, take this. Get the towers back up. And we have the Infocache. The spirits have shown their favor today. This Infocache contains the schematics for an urn portal. What great overtures of peace will surely ensue. Build a new urn portal immediately. It has been placed under factory button in your interface. Like two twins of peace. This portal performs global upgrades via the use of urns. Beautiful if you think about it. You can upgrade energy and other implements useful for good tenants. Note that I advise you to unlock any urn you have placed on a weapon and use it for more peaceful purposes at the urn portal. As always, I will not force this action. I leave it to your good judgment. Do the right thing. Go in peace, traveler. So this is the urn portal. Most important function, actually, it shows you how many urns are around. Available and buried. Available 1 is this here. And then buried 3 is this and those two. Also, put Terp back here. Put that gun forward. This gun will, without any problems, hold this entire area by itself as soon as it has energy. And then here we have energy collection, mine production, both energy and blueite. Build speed, move speed, fire range and fire rate. Fire range and fire rate obviously affecting all guns. Not as powerful as having a single urn on a single gun. Also, I need to build a factory, I just realized. I was wondering why my missiles weren't shooting. Then I can build a few miners around here. Always start from the edge because I could technically terraform here, but I cannot terraform here. Oh shit, they aim for you as well. You two get over here. Restore that to power. You will remove the creep on that island there. You move back up. As soon as that creep is done, I can finish the connections on this island. So, generally, if you have like one gun, an urn on the gun is more sensible than having an urn in the urn portal for the gun upgrades. But otherwise, the urn portal upgrades are more sensible. And the urn portal is not immediately. As you can see, this efficiency is slowly going up. As soon as the urn docks, it starts at 0% and then slowly increases over time. Which means the earlier you dock, the better it is. And you can technically already dock while the urn portal is still being built. But the only thing that does is... I think I need pylons to back there. And I do not think you are needed here. But a mortar may be needed here. And then I need more missile launchers. And as you can see, these launchers are above the missile launcher area. Put a missile launcher here, put one here, put one here. A last one here. Okay, that should be... Nope. Over here I need another one. I also just learned that F5 is the save button. Which is weird that I never knew this. But one could assume, I guess, since it's basically a quick save button in any game. Or most games. Move you forward again. Put out more towers for more energy. I want this urn and this urn. So I can, because with this mesh, these two guns will need the urn they have. Okay, the tower fell. I'm gonna try to get over here. Take this part so that this gun can just fire straight down this line. And as soon as I have this part, I can put mortars there to clear this area, which is the highest concentration of creep anywhere, except with even further back. Alright, they have this thing here. So this is a kind of emitter called the blob site. Because these things coming from here, these are blobs. Why they exist, I have no idea. Doesn't seem like anything the creeper has ever done before. You can move a bit forward. Then... yeah, the last urn over there. Get you over here, I can build myself my refinery. And then I'm gonna put myself a few more pylons and a shortcut over here. Okay, this area is basically clean by now. This turret will, as soon as this is done, this will hold this one basically completely at bay. It's currently just shooting up to the top because the top is closer. But as soon as those towers built and those blasters, cannons, I don't know, I believe they're called mine cannons in this one. Blasters, cannons, turrets, whatever. So, turp. Go over here, dig out the urn. You will move forward. Pylon to support. I shouldn't have sent all guns that way. As always, haste. Haste is waste or something like that. I don't know the English proverb. Only take a few, keep a few guns back to safeguard the tower here. And now those two will basically only shoot at this part. And then taking this part is the biggest issue. Because you can't really build on the mesh. Okay, tower, tower, towers here. Here, here, here. You two can now move up. You two can move up. And you three can definitely move up. Don't forget the pylon support. Here as well, and here. To over here. Here for a shortcut. And then I'm gonna hide the paths. Which is also a very much appreciated option. So, Terp, come over here. This is the last available one, and I want the move speed, I think. Thinking I want to go with the move speed. In the beginning. You can at any point undock the urns from whatever they're docked in and put them somewhere else without any issue. So clear, okay. Now you will move here. Blobs will be an issue later on then. Okay, now, not the speed, move speed. This one will basically now just shoot down this way, and all of the other turrets may come along for a funny mission into this place. Now, we basically only have one emitter here, this one, but this thing as well emits a lot of creep, but it works differently. Basically, the blobs coming from here have a specific amount of creep in them, and they go here, explode, and leave the creep to explode. Okay. U5. Go here. Then those two mortars can come forward. And then I want a nullifier there. As soon as these pathways are done, I just need to make sure that this remainder is removed, and then I can put the urn guns forward. So I'm gonna put here. This is not creeper generating floor, this is just mesh. This just conducts creeper, but does not create. Okay, now I'm gonna remove from energy collection and put one urn on a mortar. Okay, you can now also come forward. Put all the weaker guns back. And then the mortar will just shoot into there. This mortar can also move forward, even if it won't do all that much. And you can see the difference in attack speed. Like this one shoots 4 times as fast. Or 3 to 4 times. It's quite a lot. Okay, move you guns forward again, because apparently you need it. You take the urn for now. No more needed. Get me a mortar here for an urn. Put that one back up. And as soon as that pylon stands, I can basically just put a nullifier here to remove this one. And I don't have a missile there. This will probably just flow down here, if it even gets that far. As soon as this one is gone, I can move over here. And from here, just here. There is no creep on those two islands, so they are really easy to nullify. You will come along and help there now. Can I just put away? Oh shit, it actually... Yeah, I can. Just nullify those from here. You are gonna move here. And hopes I can get a pylon there. And then as geometry dictates, another pylon over there. I do not think that was fast enough. Nope. It ran out of power too fast. Okay, nullifiers will be up soon. The launches are nullified. Good. Put one of you here. I basically need to remove this one's ability to generate more creep, which I do by nullifying this and this. So I'm gonna clear a path over here. You guys aren't shooting anymore anyway. So you will come here. And then you two will take place up on the ledge. And then you can move just over here. Okay. The reclaim has been obtained. However, the other objectives have not as of yet. The two urn guns move here. The urn mortar moves here. So you can shoot directly up to them. You two can join up here with a pylon there to give you energy. You three will move here with your own pylon as well. The blobs will become a lot more annoying later on in the game, because they can one-shot your buildings. Okay, this is done. At this point I basically just have to wait until this is nullified. And then this will not create any more creep, at which point I can just move my guns there and clean it out. Yeah, everything is nullified. Now I basically just need to put one gun up here, clean this area, put pylons up there next to all of the totems, and then I am done. Took me a lot longer than I expected. This was more and more, right? Yeah, so War and Peace. 1 + 1 is greater than 2. This looks like a broken planet. Yes, Ada, status, awaiting input. Mother must return, attempting resurrection. Mother module corrupt, need external reference to correct. Praise be the founders, and then an image. Which looks like a circuit. So, there's a lot of energy here, but not all that much of anything else. And here, I think we learn about the Creeper's transcendent ability to just flow across space. As with any other of the free space maps. Oh, I think I remember what we learn here. That's why we have so much energy to begin with. Get a portal out ASAP. Factory can wait a bit. Fire rate. And then an additional 6 urns are buried. So, as you can see, space only connected by the mesh, which does not count as ground. The mesh over space does not count as ground, even if it may look like it. That means if you control these areas, the creeper is contained to here. Okay. Creeper egg threat identified. Extreme threat. Defense unknown. Mission priority. Retreat. Survive. All other priorities suspended. Nugget, if Sarge is afraid I'm in trouble. Whoa, now, hold on. We must not forgo an opportunity for conversation with the others. Eggs are just a fear response. Feel solitary with those that tremble and fear the prospect of oblivion. You should consider this. Go in peace, traveler. One each of the other two, the warrior and the peacemaker, as was foretold. Each would be a necessary part of what would come. Each is a part of what now is created. A sniper unit has been fashioned, apart from the warrior and apart from the peacemaker. Use the sniper to continue your journey. Praise be the founders. Okay. Didn't know Preacher had that in them, but I'll take it. Snipers coming up. Snipers. You may remember from Creeper World 3, which was basically, I believe, the only one. Those are eggs. Eggs are weird because they're physics based and they get pulled to totems. So they basically spawn from these launchers and then choose one totem at random and try to fly in a direct line to that totem, which doesn't always work because there is terrain in the way. And if there's terrain in the way, they just bounce around. If they at some point end their path anywhere where there is not creeper anywhere, like for example this egg that exploded here, and they always only flow a specific distance, I'm pretty sure. They just explode into creeper. And that can be anywhere, including absolute void. And if they do that, they just spread around a bit. And creeping up from absolute void is an absolute pain in the ass. I want pylon here, and then a pylon there. And I was lucky, and there isn't yet creeper on this island, so I can, with luck, I can put the sniper there in time to shoot down any eggs that come along. If you shoot down eggs, they will also... I do not think that sniper's fast enough. Nope. Okay, so that island is already lost. In that case, we will go a different route. Eggs will, on the plus side, never fly directly to you, unless you are sitting next to a totem, which doesn't happen all too often, I believe. And sometimes they just chill around the spore launcher that gave them that pooped them out. Otherwise, and here is one issue with the blobs. This blob now has no blob site to go to, so it will go to one of my buildings, or somewhere random sometimes. If they connect with a building, the building just immediately dies. And that is generally not all that good to have. Put me a missile here. Put me the factory up so I can produce ARG from the Redden I have back there. I have 1, 2, 3 launchers, which all shoot one spore. Okay. Now I came down here for a specific purpose. This area is the easiest to hold in the beginning. You don't even need all that many towers. Or cannons, to be precise. And it gives a lot of energy with towers. It also allows you to get this urn, and it allows you to remove one of the spore launchers from equation. Now, if you remove all creep on top of an egg, the egg will explode. That can lead to a lot of damage on everything that is around said egg. That's why it's generally wiser to put a sniper out that can shoot it and just have it shoot the eggs. Get the turp ready, put up the refinery for the greener over there. Give me a mortar for the hard to clean areas. You two go up here. In this case, the launchers apparently mostly just shoot into their own territory. Where the spores launch, they have multiple options. They have like random, or I believe as a random, just shoot anywhere on the map, completely at random, and they have targeting structures. Targeting structures, I'm pretty sure, was in the last mission and the one before that. It was definitely in the mission where you we encountered him the first time, and the one where only that one launcher was out, where no emitters were given. So this sniper now has those eggs in target and will just shoot at them at infinitum. As you can see, it creates waves. I forgot to set it 2 times, huh? Again. Need a few more guns, I'm guessing. And I want a pylon. For sure. Hide the paths again. You are not in range of the other pylon, so you are not useful. You are useful, however. Okay, now get the turp in range to take care of those urns. And most of the time I personally just put all of the urns, or as many of them as I can, into the urn portal. Because the general buffs, I think, are more useful than specialized on a single tower. I don't even have mines, I believe, you know, so I'm gonna go with move speed. Build speed is not necessary if you're already basically set up. And now I can put out a sniper. You go over here, and essentially I want to control this area specifically. Because as soon as I control this area with like 1 or 2 towers, nothing from here will go over here, and this area is completely safe after that. So the main part of this mission is just knowing you can completely remove the threat of one area by just holding a choke point. Now get me a nullifier here. Then you go here. Nullifier does prevent both eggs as well as the normal spores. From here I can put mortars to go over here and hold this, or I can move over here. As soon as a totem is active, the eggs will no longer fly to that specific totem. Which is, unfortunately, one of the only reasons I only really activate totems early. To make sure that they are no longer attractive to eggs. Probably a metaphor for something. Okay. As soon as I control this mesh choke point, probably with a gun, with an earned gun, right there. Or like a few more guns. As soon as that area is controlled, I'm sure I can. By the way, if you have no urns available, you can still set them to want. And then the next available will fly to one that has want. Which can also be useful. So, no more spores or eggs from this launcher. Which means I can move you guys forward. Put more towers out. Then I can use this little area to control this choke point. As you can see, those 2 towers basically already holding that anyway. This area to be precise. Now you should be able, and one here, as they can only hit that choke point. Because for this, the choke point is too far away. But, as that should now be contained effectively, since, at least as soon as this gun is also done, I can move those guns over here. Bring the sniper with me. Snipers do not have that much HP. They have less HP than the guns, I'm pretty sure. So you should always move them later on. Then I'm gonna put you 2 over here to start shooting at that. And this area is now forever safe because the creeper will basically never again be able to get there. Okay. So I no longer need you. Get me some towers here for energy. As well as here and here. And then I can move you over to this little island. Which already has its own sniper doing his absolute best. now I'm just gonna get a nullifier up here. As soon as that is nullified... There's a problem with the eggs. If the nullifier is directly next to them, they can just blow it up the second they come out. Then put one gun here, put one gun here, control the smash flow. And then I can put you two guys here on egg duty. Nullifiers unfortunately have to be permanently reloaded, because otherwise they will run out of energy and stop nullifying, which is a bad time all around. Okay, you are done. You clear this island so I can control this choke point. My pilot just said goodbye and I don't know why. Gonna put a redundancy pylon in there. And maybe one here. You come over here. This is the last launch I have, so the missile is enough. Good. These guns now control that choke point over there. Get me a few new invasion guns. And then I'm gonna continue up here. Load them up. And move. If you have noticed, there is no packet speed upgrade in this game, contrary to every single other game in the Creeper World franchise. That's because the pylon automatically already sends packets faster than the normal relay, than the normal tower. And it's not really necessary because you already have the option of faster transfer, just without power. And gonna be honest, the packet speed basically made most of the relays not really all that necessary. Useful, yes, but not necessary. Get me a defensive gun here. One here. Okay, now nullifier there. And then I'm gonna need a sniper like this one over here to take care of those eggs. Reclaim is starting to push up. So, just make sure that... Okay, all of the launches are nullified. So... Oh, is it just the blobs coming over and killing my stuff on these isles? Ah, it's a possibility. Put some snipers up to make that stop. And with the exception of the blobs, all of these guns are perfectly safe. So, come down here, clean up the creep down here on the island. You two can start reclaiming this, because there are no more eggs that will happen. And then I'll have to drive over here. Okay, reclaim is achieved. I don't really need the mines. At this point, they're not really useful. Mission is over basically anyway already. Anyway, there was way too many anyways in there. Okay, now clean up out back there. Get me. I have a turp somewhere, right? Here. Clean up back there. So those totems are active. You two clean up here. Okay. Then you can join your other friend guns on the bigger islands. Okay, now I have a mortar. You will move over here, and then you want an urn. Then I still have one available, and you want that. Then you two, or you, take care of that back there. Get me a redundancy, and then you move over there. They basically just need to clear this out so I can put a tower there or a pylon to connect to that totem. Once that is done, you come over here. As soon as the totem is done, this is basically safe. And then I can move a sniper up to look directly into the blob nest. You go here, you go here. Far OS V11 Semaphore Subsystem. Executable modules found. 21 of 21 valid checksums. 0 of 21 corruptor missing. Perhaps this will help Ada. Installing all of them. So. I'm just gonna continue with pylons for now because I don't think any more towers are necessary. Control this, then I can pull the other guns after me. I just plonked them over there. And then I need a nullifier here, which needs a source there. You come over here and help with that thing. Nullifier nearly done. You go here, and then you go here, and one goes here. And then that's it. 8 totems. Oh, more than usual. And nullify. Okay, Rift Jump. So this was War and Peace. Then Shattered. This was once a world. Maybe. Okay. Ada status. Installing Semaphore subsystem. Installation complete. Rebooting. Reboot complete. Hello, Dr. Seloy. I recognize your facial pattern. However, I do not understand how you can be here. My last record of your existence was error segmentation fault rebooting. The exact same. Mother not well. Family must work together to heal. Praise be the founders. World shattered from battle. Many smaller asteroids absorb creeper. Used advantage. Finish the battle and annihilate a remaining enemy creeper. Mission priority nullification. All other priorities suspended. So, I'm basically sure it's intended that you start down here. Though technically you could start on one of the other smaller asteroids. And on these asteroids you could travel around with just towers. But I prefer doing it like this. And then go over here as well as here, here, and then over here. With these smaller rocks. Are quite in range there. Are quite in range there. Okay. I can unpause at this point. So, as you may notice, it is absolutely impossible to get from here or there to here, here or here with pylons. Thankfully, this will help. So, the creep, luckily, is also just absolutely contained over there. But blobs and launchers can come over here. That means we do not necessarily need guns for now, but snipers, a lot of snipers, and missiles. Probably also a lot of missiles. So I will just set that up to have a healthy number of both on these islands as well as on the mainland while I'm building up those mines. As soon as the miners are done, I should no longer have any issues with energy here. Already farming ARG. And now I just need to wait. Pylons have a relatively low priority, it seems. Set it to 2, so this goes faster. And now he starts with the pylons. And this time we basically just wait. And hope that the snipers are done before the blobs come out. 3 in 1 minute and 15 seconds about. 2 at the same time of each launcher. There are 3 totems. 2 in my control. And luckily there are no eggs. Those that were once, remains have left. Long after this world was shattered, those did continue. With the porter they did persist. The porter has been added to your schematics. Use it to transport energy or other materials to remote locations. Praise be the founders. This is exactly what I need. And it is exactly what we need. So, the porter. You may remember the Creeper World 3 analog to it, the Guppy. It's basically just you plonk it down somewhere, it loads up with energy, blue-eyed, greener, red-on, ARG, anti-creeper, or Liftic. And then you just use it. Can carry it to other places. And use the energy there. Very useful stuff. Okay, I want a terp here. And I want a terp here, and I'm just gonna build both because I can't be bothered to fly one of them around. And then I will build an urn portal here. And then I will build the porters here. One advantage the porters have compared to the guppies is that they carry a package, so to speak. They're basically drones instead of transport planes. They carry a package, they plonk it down somewhere, and then they are done. They fly back, grab the next package, and then with that package, they hover over the landing space until there is space for them to set that package down. Like that. Porters cannot transfer energy back. They can only transport in one direction. Now, put me a bunch of snipers up. And then, not towers, guns. And again, hide paths. If there is too much creeper just floating around in space, it will maybe go up on an island. You want to avoid that if possible, so have a few guns around if needed. And then we need to wait. Yeah, exactly as the issue is there. Get you out of there, behind the guns, in hopes the guns are built fast enough. Okay, they are. And then I want a refinery here. Okay, I lost 2 snipers and a missile. Good, then I want like 2 or 3 more porters that transport ARG over here, because I want a few missile launchers up here as well. You come over here, you go there, build another tower here. Good, then let the invasion commence. Then at all points here you will have to replace a few snipers and missiles, because you want to make sure this staging area is completely secure, but you also want to have defenses further up. Then get me to here and a mortar there. Mortar will clear this, and then we can take the invasion guns. Keep 2 up here to make sure that this mesh does not re-invade here. And then as soon as this bit is a bit reduced, we'll move on to this island as well. Yeah, if you destroy the mesh, the creep on it will stop being bound by it, which can also be quite a pain. Okay. Get rid of... I have enough energy, so I don't need this. You get an urn, and you get an urn. Launchers and blobs will fire shortly. I didn't even know you can see the urns and the porters on the map. I never really paid attention to this one. Ah. So. This one is basically secure, this area. By which I mean that the creep can no longer go via this path onto this island. That means I will now put the guns there, have them shoot out their entire ammo, and then put them back. Let the creeper flow a bit, and do it again. As the Reaper cannot be replenished, this will deplete it on that island. Okay, and back up we go. we build a pylon, put a few safety guns up. You come over here to bombard this area. And then we will build sniper, sniper, and a sniper. And a few missiles. And the necessary pylons to make sure everything is connected. Invasion guns go back. Get replenished with the 2 guard guns we left. You can move up a bit. This mortar will clear out here, and then we can move the invasion guns over to start nullifying from here on over to the side. And we can maybe already start by putting a few mortars up here, here, and here to clear this area. Get me also a few more mortars here. This one has an extremely long range, so it will sometimes shoot over here. These 2 wouldn't. Okay, invasion guns are prepped and ready to go. Snipers doing the work. If any of those lands down here and takes out the porters, this entire area is doomed. Okay. Invasion guns can start. Keep an eye on their health. And move them back. Wait until they are replenished. And move them back. And then we start building a pylon here. And then we build a nullifier here. This pylon covers all of them except this one. This sniper can move up. As soon as this nullifier is done, this spore launcher has no longer any chance of egg. Mortars can move up. And then again gun. And at this point I'm basically set. Okay. Now the blobs are no longer an issue. That means I can basically just set the sniper on egg duty there. You 3 move forward towards the totem. Put up a pylon there. Okay, this was cleared. As soon as the pylon is done, the guns are reinforced, and then I need to set up porters to carry me a bit of lifting over here. Lastly, another nullifier here. And as soon as that is done, okay, they have a very useful button, cancel route. And if you just hit this area. Okay, I was pretty sure you could remove that itself, and then there was a button to move to the porter itself from the landing space. Mortars move up. At this point, it's just a formality. I need to make sure that the eggs over there don't kill me, but otherwise, I'm safe. This one should be shot down by the missiles. Yep. And this one was as well, apparently. Okay. Sniper, take care of the eggs. If there are too many eggs, that can result in quite an avalanche. But at the moment, I'm not really afraid of that because everything else is contained. And if needed, I could do it again. Out of range of the last few eggs. And there is no line of sight to the last one. Over here then. You have enough energy. Then last nullifier. Get the guns in range to keep that safe. And as soon as that's done, I'm done. So I was shattered. And Archon should be possible. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. I'm pretty sure this one is a long one. Ada status. 42 consecutive unscheduled reboots. Halted. Operator required. Priority notification. Rain world detected. Extreme threat. Tower energy generation offline due to local interference. Mission priority. Leave world. All other priorities suspended. I have to agree with our aggressive friend. We should leave this world quickly. At least we have some common ground of agreement. That is that. Leave now, traveler. Founders, hear these words. Help we need. Time of need is now. My brothers agree them I do. Leave. Founders, hear our need. Everybody has panicked. This thing is why energy production is offline. Nullifying it might restore production. This thing does never show up again. Never. Okay, we have 2 launchers and nothing else. Why is this an issue, one might ask. You will see. Because we have absolutely no way of getting energy. And these things exist. This is rain. Rain is very unfortunate. I'm pretty sure I need to get to like Terrain 1 or something. I'm gonna copy here for now. And see if that helps. And then you go for nearest first. As you can see, there's quite a bit of... There's quite a bit of creep around now. This rain does not stop, you cannot nullify it. And if you may have noticed, you need to reclaim this planet as well. Or at least that's an optional objective. Um, until now, I have never done that. Because I frankly didn't know why. I know now, so I am going to attempt it. But first of all, I need some missiles. Those, luckily, do not require energy, only radon. But I'm already very low on energy anyway. I have enough radon to keep a lot of missiles active, but I'm gonna need the radon for something else as well. I'm pretty sure. Also, whoever made this giant yellow circle called landing zone, you were correct. Okay. Now I just need a tower there. Gathered. Archon subsystem Shield V1.1. Use passive defense against creeper. Ruling Council regulations. Approved for use only by council members in good standing. All council dues must be fully paid and up to date. Use forbidden within 25 yards of council chairman residence. No more than 2 shields to be in concurrent use without the express written consent of the local council liaison. Failure to comply with regulations may result in suspension of council membership. Right on! This council is unknown to me, but to each their own. The shield technology is perfect for our journey. Nobody has to get hurt, and we can show a true peaceful intention. Each shield needs arc, so we better get that factory up and running. Go in peace, traveler. Shields? Now if I can get enough ARG to power them. Shields are in the new special tab. They work like the shields in Creeper World 3, only they look better, a lot better. And they allow you to basically just make shields that push out the creeper. They eat a lot of radon, I'm pretty sure. Which is why you have like 6 that give you 3 per second just around here. And I have a simple plan on what to do. Gotta nullify this, get energy. Why? These things, you can actually snipe them with a sniper. And if you do that, they do not deploy their creep payload. Now you can basically piggyback those shields, because this shield now has a... Will it die? It does not. Okay. Basically you can put the shield to here, which is the end of this circle. But then you could put another shield here, which overlaps with this shield, and then you don't need the shield there anymore. Which is the way to go, I think. Okay, now, as soon as I nullify this, I have the wonderful option of actually getting energy. Which is quite necessary. Normally you would just beeline it to here, dig out this artifact, and then beeline it to there to activate those totems. Can't really do that in this mission because, you know, you can do that, but I think it's easier to just get a bunch of energy up. But yeah, that council sounds like fun people. I'm pretty sure they were an effective government. I'll get you to the side for now, so I can put the shield down here. Now, I need to make sure this nullifier is always safe. If that nullifier dies, all of my energy production is gone, and then I'm basically fucked. That's why I'll keep this shield directly next to it. And a gun on each side. Then I'll nullify the spore launcher first, because those spore launchers still produce eggs. Eggs, by the way, are just pushed out of the shield, and sometimes if there's no space, they just lie. They are like, because all of these are dome-shaped, there are some small grooves in between that the eggs can lay in, and they do that. Okay, since that one over there is nullified, at this point basically, I just want to make sure that all of these eggs die. Because if there is enough creep, it will push in. So I'm gonna put out a few guns to make sure that it doesn't. As you can see, it's basically already pushing in a bit here. Unfortunately, it's not possible to just cover the entire area in shields. Okay. You move on a bit, and then I can start sniping. Last time I played this, I only learned about the sniping thing basically when I was already done. Remove the mining efficiency and get fire range up. There are a few of those raindrops, but not that many, and the snipers should be able to shoot fast enough, especially with enough of them there. And those things, if you snipe them, they do not release creeper. Contrary to the eggs. I ran out of energy. I should maybe have kept that in mind. Yeah, so... Turn off all of the snipers. Are there any more snipers I've overlooked? No, then turn off those guns. Not one. No, off. All of them off. This one needs to get energy back. Only as soon as that one has energy. You also off. You guys over here also off. I first need to make sure that I have permanent energy, because as soon as that nullifier fails, as mentioned, basically no more chance. So what I'm gonna do is give you an urn, and give you an urn. Or rather, I'd rather give you an urn. There are two buried over there. Can the turb reach those already? We appear to have radon problems. Okay, get that nullifier for that backup. Oh, some of the towers died. No? All of the radon is still available. Oh, the rate was reduced. Why? Okay, I think at this point I can activate you, which increases my usage, but that should be an okay amount. then I want guns here again for those eggs. Is the red unlimited? That would be new to me. You want an urn? Take out all of these eggs as mission priority. And I can maybe put a tower there, even though it's not technically inside a shield. And then I'm gonna put you back here, and I'm gonna arm you. For those eggs. Then I'm gonna put you off again. And the guns have helped. Wonderful. Okay. I want you active. And then I want to push maybe in here, because there is a bit of mining to be done. Now, as a note, those things, if they fall on something, they don't immediately kill it. They just burst in the creep and then deal a lot of damage. But if there is a gun nearby, that shouldn't really be an issue. Activate this gun. And then remove this. No, you keep the urn. I'm thinking about whether I can remove the urn from one of the shields. There are no more available urns. I have 2 in shields, 1 in a gun, and 2 in there, so I have a total of 5. Okay. Get me another gun here. This will burst, immediately destroyed. This will burst, immediately destroyed. So I'm very close to getting into the red, so I'm conservative with what I'm building at the moment. But I can now build here a mine. A first one. And as soon as that is done, I should get a bit more energy. Yes, with which I can build this one. This one gives me additional energy to maybe build one here. Build a gun here, in case something lands up here, and the urn gun can move here to keep this entire area safe. Then I can move this gun forward maybe, and maybe this one. And build another gun here. Miners give a lot of energy if you have them on energy. A lot more than towers, it's not even comparable. So what I want to make sure is that every tower is protected by a cannon, if possible. Now, this should allow me to build another miner here. And then using that energy, another miner here. Followed by like a tower there. And then I'm gonna need a gun to protect this tower. And I'll probably put it like there. Now I can put you here and start supplying you again. Put towers up here and there. Well, that was an unfortunate landing. Yeah, the towers do not die instantly, they actually hold quite a bit. You please move off the mining. And now I want to remove your urn. You still hold over the nullifier, but now I can put an urn into the fire rate here to make all of my guns more effective. I basically want to carve like a path here and then take one side. Preferably this one, because then I can nullify this. Get the energy from there to cover the other side. Now I can build a few more miners here. I should have the energy. I'm gonna be conservative with it nonetheless. And can I afford a shield there? I should be able to. The miners and the energy they provide is very relevant. Also, I'm gonna start hiding the paths again. So I'm gonna make sure that they are shielded as well. Okay. Now, I do not have pylons. I don't think I need them. They would transfer energy faster, but most of the guns will stand around doing absolutely nothing until a raindrop falls next to them. And until the next raindrop falls, they are basically safe again. Okay. Lots of energy. Build the last tower here. Reactivate you. You can move forward a bit because this area is cleared by this one. And as mentioned, this should basically hold most of the time. I'm gonna put you back on. Because it's preferable to make sure that things don't explode into creep in the first place. How well that will work, I do not know. Okay. You move here, I can put another tower here, and one here, and one here, and maybe one here, and then build another gun. Or a few of them. So, put you there. So, first, the towers are generally, they generally have enough range that they can fill a cannon, and then I can put the respective tower for that cannon next to it afterwards. Then I'm gonna need to terraform over here, and I'm just gonna do an area excavation there. I'm gonna stop supplying the urn and move it over so it can start, but doesn't drain my energy resources yet. So, a gun for every tower. And I think I'm gonna delete those for now. And then I will start placing them sensibly. So I want one here and one here. One there, one there. And I hope that's not too much of a drain on my resources. Because if it is, then I fucked up. So put you there. Okay, it seems to hold. Good. Then as soon as you set, put that here, build another gun for the next turn. This is a very slow process. And I'm not sure if it's worth the achievement. So as snipers have quite extreme range, I won't need that many of them. Okay. I think I can start supplying you as well. At 22, if high. But they basically just shoot upwards. This area is clear, with guns and snipers galore. And it appears I misjudged. I think they still produce creeper if they're shot down by snipers. So the snipers go again. Because in that case, it doesn't really make sense wasting energy on shooting them down. It makes if the things you're shooting down have a clear path somewhere, that they want to go, but maybe not the necessary possibility to get there all that easily. In this case, I'd rather just have the guns take care of the stuff as soon as it lands. Not like this though. Okay, iron gun. Quite effective at its job. And now I will just continue this slow and arduous process until it is done. And that will take up most of the time I had for today. Since I'm actually already over the time I normally stream to anyway. I should probably build my guns beneath the shields. Yeah, you are now the gun staging ground. You can be my first forward gun. Considering as you are already under a shield, that doesn't really require you to be there anymore. And I forgot how big a map this is. Always keep in range of another tower, so you don't just get out of ammo and destroyed. I should probably, if I do this, I need to make this entire area the same level. Not over here necessarily. Because unless I do that, it will probably just gather in here. Though I'm already at 70%, so I may not even need to do all that much. Garina is over here for the totems. Get a Rambo gun back out. Still need to grab this one, still need to nullify up there, and still need to reclaim. Okay, you are now the border gun. You are a border gun. You need to come a bit closer. The raindrops deal a bit of damage every time they land, but not that much. Because a gun can normally kill it in a few hits. You belong to this tower. Then I want a gun here for this tower, and then I want a few more turrets. 42 energy should be good for the additional turps I'm planning to get there. You move here, I want a power there, and that means I need a gun close to it. Here and here. And then from there onward to there. Oh wait, you're a gun I need. To there. Start with production of new guns. You two come over here. With you here, and then you here. I'm at 81%. So I'm guessing if I take about half of the map, I'm fine. Gun comes here. Okay, then in here I need a nullifier, and because I need a nullifier, I want a shield over it. I need to make sure that the nullifier does not under any circumstances die. You move over here, then start with the next batch of guns. I have nullified all enemies. Data analyzer initiated. Analysis of data record follows. Chronodating indicates an age of over 12,000 standard Earth years. Personal log Varno Healer 0139 Silas. Experiments with shielding seem to have been successful. I have the highest hopes that the Council will see fit to introduce this technology on a larger scale. The war against the Creeper has waged for over 7 cycles now, and we lose ground each day. The Archon conglomerate once counted over 100,000 member worlds among its ranks. Now we have maybe a few thousand left. Among those, there are several hundred with active Creeper invasions, and on each, well, as we have seen, no world has successfully repelled the Creeper invasion. This world of Nitram has remained untouched so far, but I fear this will not last. When the Creeper does come, I will bury our records deep in the ground. I have a reason to believe that after the Creeper scrubs this world, a few artifacts on the ground might survive. If you're reading this, I hope you have somehow found a way to counter Creeper. Remember, rebuild. They clearly didn't make it. 100,000 member worlds among its ranks. That sounds much, but then you remember that Warhammer 40k exists, and it doesn't anymore. Needs to be straight line. I have more guns at the ready. Not you. You need to remain here. You as well. You are for this tower. You, Erngun, can move on and clear down there. Every tower gets its gun. And I hear the reclaimer starting up. You move here, you belong to this tower, you belong to this tower, you belong to this tower. You belong to this tower, and then I can move on, especially with the Urn Gun. It starts up a bit always because if a few drops rain down, they activate and a bit more creeper is present on the world. So I have to make sure that there is enough of a free room to make sure that there is no possibility of that, basically just clear enough that the bit that comes every once in a while does not take the thing out. So, you on the shield, you are the new Urn Gun. Okay, then. Not you and not you, you are needed. You move over here. I need a gun for this tower. Then I need a gun for the next tower as well. And for here. This gun will probably stand up here. We're going down again. Now it's charging again. Okay. You belong to those two towers, you have enough coverage. You belong to this, you belong to this. Reclaim is done. Okay, so now I will concentrate on getting the totems done. Which means I need... I'm gonna bring you... No, I do not have... I'm gonna bring you. This should still be on the shield. Yes, it is. Then I need a refinery over there. I don't need a lot of lifting, just a bit. But I need to make sure that I have some. These guns should be enough to hold there. But I'm gonna build a few more. You go over there. You go up here. You up here. Something exploded. There is just a teensy tiny bit caught between the shields. Okay. Now, with that, I should have all the goals. Yes. A rift jump. That took a lot longer than I anticipated. But yeah, I went for all of the goals here. So it's to expected. Anyway, as mentioned, it is past 10. And that means I will stop for now. And as such, I bid you a good night.